today's video, I thought people would be interested in seeing my pottery process and when I have a pottery day. So I thought that I would show you how I make my highland cow pots. So of course, because it's a pot, I start on the old wheel. So I center the clay and then I stick my finger in, pull out the walls and then pull up the walls to create the pot shape that I like. And I'm still learning the pottery wheel a bit. I mean, I don't get it right every time, but when I do, I take advantage of it and I create whatever animal I think might suit the pot. So unfortunately, you didn't get to see me wire this pot off because my camera gave up on me for some reason. But I got to at least share a little bit of the process of me on the pot. So once the clay is dry enough to hold its shape, but not too dry where I can't work with it, I then go on to the part where I trim it. So this is what I'm doing right now. The pot is upside down. So I start by taking off the bigger chunks of trimming, and then I do what I'm doing here, which is going over with lighter strokes and just taking off any bit more little detail to make it a bit more round, because I quite like it when it has a round bottom. So that's what I'm doing here. I just sped up the trimming process because it's certainly not as quick as that, although I wish it was. Now because the trimming is over, I can get on to the sculpting. So I normally use the excess trim, and if I need any more clay, I'll take it from the bag so that I can reuse as much as possible. So for the highland cow, I will shape the horns, which is what you've just seen here, and I make them into sort of like a comb shape. And then I've got the little nose, which I've made sort of like rectangular shape, and then poked in some little nostrils. And I attached the nose with the scorching tool, so I scorched the pot, I scorched the little nose on the back, add some water to my finger, dab it on, and then I blend it in using my fingers or the smoothing tool. But I also have some ears to attach as well, which you'll see are slightly oval shape. And I will do the same technique where I scorch it and I'll blend it in where the ear meets the pot but not around it. And I of course do the same with the horns as well, so I will scratch the surface of the pot and the horn and attach it that way. But I won't blend this in as much because I think it looks a little bit funny, but yeah, that's how I attach it. It's sort of like a glue, like I'm sort of gluing it on using that method. Here I'm just making sure the horn is actually sticking and looks similar to the other horn, so I'll adjust it where I can. And this is what the pot looks like from the front. And now I'm going to add the fur detail because of course highland cows are all furry and cute, so we have to add the fur detail. And this takes like the longest bit because obviously I'm covering the whole pot apart from the inside and the bottom, but it's all very repetitive. But put on some music and it'll be fine. So this is when it's dry, so that means that now I can paint it and decorate it. So for the painting, really it's only painting the horns. So I'll go in normally with like a flathead brush and I'll paint the horns white because that's what they are. And I didn't really show me doing it where the border of the pot meets the horn because I really wanted to concentrate on that, but I did film a bit of me painting the horn so that you could see. And this is a pot with both the horns painted, so now that just means to varnish the pot. So for this smaller one, I was thinking of possibly making it into a candle, little highland cow candle pot, and then obviously once the candle's burnt down you can use it for a little pot, a little storage pot. But I also made a bigger one of this, which you will see later. I will show you that one as well, and that one's more for like storing little succulents or something in it. So they each have different varnishes for each one so that you can safely burn a candle in the pot and the other one won't have water affect the pot. And here is the smaller highland cow pot, all varnished and all ready to go. So I'm really happy with him. And then you've also got his big buddy, the bigger pot, so normally used to store a little plant inside, and these are them together. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it was useful to you. Thank you so much for watching.